World's fastest bumper car update. Welcome back to Bump 200, and while we might be all topsy-turvy and upside down, at least the lights are on. Yes, I've been amusing myself with electrics whilst I'm waiting for other parts to come in. But never fear, they may be here. The other good news about using the Yamaha R6 motor is that we'll actually have a speedo, assuming it works. And yes, that crazy little motor revs to 15,500 revs. Well, a small sprocket arrived, and you can see the difference visually. I think that will give us enough top end. Now it's just a question of whether the chain fits, and although this says R6 chain, I'm not convinced that this isn't too big. But don't worry, we got plenty. Keep ordering the wrong type for the wrong bike, so we have a stock of motorcycle chains. And actually, I think I did test fit this before, and it fits this, and therefore, in theory, it should fit that. Now it's just a question of getting that to fit the rear axle when that arrives. Obviously, with arbitrary and mandatory dog hair. All good news, it fits that sprocket as well. Well, we've got some exciting parcels today. Not least of all, wine. Yeah, cool. First up, we actually have some bloody wheels. Yeah, so we can stop drawing diagrams and actually see for real. And the other box is equally exciting and important. We have a back end now, pretty much complete, including R6 type sprocket, which is roughly the same size as that one, so that's cool. But I mean, obviously you can see the difference in the teeth. So yeah, this standard go-kart thing was never going to work with the R6 motor, but yeah, that will. That looks like it means business. Nah, not so much. Yes, we have a rear end, axle and wheels. Well, this is exciting. Yes, we have two wheels. Obviously we need two more, but we haven't got the funding. In fact, we didn't have the funding for this, but what the hell. So issue number one is that the hubs that came with the axle clearly don't fit the wheels, and that's not a problem. We have ways and means of adjusting. Anyway, so the other thing is they're obviously supposed to go in that side to give maximum track. Yeah, so that the wheels effectively go this way on, so they stick out further. But we want to mount them that way on to keep the axle good and short and inside that limited space that we got to work with. We'll also need to come up with some kind of mounting device to mount the new R6 type sprocket to this little brass coloured guy. Yeah, maybe with some more holes. Not sure. I just want three bolts holding it on at 125. Not anyway, sure. There's our things, bearings, etc. Spacers. Don't know if we need them or not. They always come in handy. And some nuts and bolts, because we haven't got enough of them. Okay, so lots of things to work out, but at least we've got something to work it out with now. Yes. Need more funding. I've also been trying to work out the power to weight ratio that we're going to achieve. I reckon the whole thing, including me sitting in it, is going to be about 500 pounds, and we got 130 brake horsepower. What is the power to weight ratio therefore? Is it like a Formula 1 car? Well, I found this online calculator and put in the numbers, and I'm none the wiser. I don't know, is that good? 0.26, is that good? Please leave your much valued opinion and comments in the comments. Well, obviously at this point I've just kind of stuffed it in there, and we'll do the same this end, and it won't go all the way, so we will get like another 2 inches probably smaller, and let's see how close it is to fitting in there. Well, it's close, but no cigar. Yeah, I mean, it is close. We've got to bring it inside that body at about that point in the bodywork. So let's measure it. Okay, so let's call it 34 inches. -2, 32. minus the 3 on the tape, so we get that to 29. Oh, well, that is about what we got. Yeah, 28.5 plus the 3 for the tape measure. Close. That's encouraging. The other thing about this is, of course, that this is where the sprocket mounts and this is where the disc brake mounts over here, and that doesn't bode well with tucking the rod through the the deep side of the wheel here. So we are going to have to take out quite a chunk in the middle, but don't worry, we have just a man who can do that. And we can't really do that until we work out where this needs to be in relation to the R6 motor and the front sprocket. So there'll be no cutting and shutting just yet, and welding and what have you on the shaft itself. Anyway, it does give us a rough idea. Just checking all my bits, and 50cc, 70cc, 90cc. No mention of 600cc. Just saying, more measuring, that's where they're going to be vis-a-vis the bodywork. So now we need to measure from the inside to the inside and then translate all that to that, including those bits and that bit. So that is 20.5 plus your 3, 23.5. And this is 26.5 and a bit, 26 3/4. So we're going to have to take at least 3 inches out in the middle, but like I said, no rush, because we need to know where this needs to end up for that to be in the right place to match the motor on the R6. Well, I think that's enough excitement for one episode, don't you? Finally really making some real progress. Cool. Don't forget to leave your answers to the question in the comments below. Stay tuned for the latest updates, so you'll need to subscribe down here. Give the video the thumbs up, because it doesn't get much more exciting than this. And by exciting, I mean ridiculous. And of course, encourage others to watch my lunacy.